somewhere around here. I hope the owner doesn't come back while I'm tampering with the truck. Craftsmen aren't known for their calm, sympathetic natures. Locked. The door is closed, and I don't want to break the window. Someone might hear the sound and call the police. I bet the craftsmen are nearby. If not in the museum, then somewhere around here.
I have to improvise if I want to get into the museum.
Oh, nothing. Do I need an umbrella in Cairo? Or could it help me get into the museum? A rod like that could be useful. I could probably reach the door lock with the rod, but how's it supposed to catch hold?
I don't want to crawl through stinking sewers just to get into the museum. There must be another way. Maybe I can fish something out of the sewer with the wire. Nothing. I can't even touch the bottom. It was worth a try.
Who's a good dog? Yeah, who's a good dog then?
The museum is closed today. Come back tomorrow.
Never mind. See you later.
Better luck next time, huh?
You're too kind.
Today, the museum is officially closed for preparations for the big Eye of the Sphinx exhibit. The Sphinx still has two eyes on the poster. They need to put an eye patch on it. There's a tennis ball stuck on a tow hitch. Ah, people do that to protect the hitch and their trouser legs from the grease. Got it. I like dogs. I had a border collie back home. Followed me everywhere. He was very old, but the most loyal friend you could wish for. I'd like to keep playing with the pup, but that's hardly going to get me into the museum. Well, who wants to become an accomplice in a burglary? Yes, who wants to be an accomplice?
Ah! Oh, what are you doing? Come here, you... Ah! Stay away, you flea bag. Next time I'll wring your neck, even if it costs me my job.
You made yourself an enemy, pup. Yes, that might be just the thing. You want it? Yeah, you like that, don't ya? With a bit of imagination, you could call the bent tip a hook.
A true jack of all trades.
What's this?
Wow, nice. I'm afraid the painter discarded the overalls because he didn't want to walk around in sweat-soaked clothes all day. Ugh. But what the heck? I have no choice. A handsome man always looks good, and the disguise works.
Stupid mutt! I'll get you this time! the hell? Ah! Ugh!
This is my chance.
Next attempt.
The museum is closed today. Come back tomorrow. Or are you one of the craftsmen?
Of course I'm a craftsman.
All right. Chametz. Your company is not on the list.
But it must be on the list. My boss told me everything was taken care of.
And mine told me that nobody gets in if they're not on the list. Bye. Stupid mutt! I'll get you this time! Ugh! It's still burning! Weren't you just here?
I talked to my boss again. He said we must be on the list.
Your boss can come and see for himself. There is no Hamid's.
Uh-huh.
My co-worker's handwriting. I can hardly make out a single word. Chametz. Ah, yes. Here. Here, put this on.
Ah, many thanks. Imhotep. All right, I've got the blueprints. And since I'm a craftsman, it won't seem suspicious if I study them. Here's the treasure chamber. There's another room beneath it. And here's the entrance, somewhere near the statue. And there seems to be another entrance that...
What are you doing there?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
What's going on? And what happened on the ship?
Everything is all right. I was able to stop the doctor.
What happened to him?
Inch.
You mean he...
There was nothing I could do. And he won't even tell me his plan. I'm supposed to get these blueprints and open a secret entrance to the basement beneath the treasure chamber.
A basement under the treasure chamber?
I didn't know about that before. Inch somehow heard about it, and Mr. X took care of the rest.
What's he planning?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
Me neither. The blueprints show the basement below the treasure chamber, and 2 entrances. One of them is over there, but it seems to be closed.
And the other?
It's on the roof, and there are stairs from an attic down to the basement.
And how are you supposed to get into the attic?
That's the question. There's a small triangle here on the roof with 3 numbers next to it. 3, 6, and 2.
Some kind of code.
I'll have a look around. It'll be okay.
I wish I had your confidence.
It's time for the grand finale. Don't you agree?
Take care of yourself.
You too. A plan always seems much easier when you're just talking about it, doesn't it?
Yes, but not half as exciting.
Okay, I have to open the door to the basement. Let's go.
The secret entrance to the basement must be behind the statue. It's well disguised. Otherwise, it wouldn't have gone undetected for decades. I can't see anything. No cracks, no handle. I won't be able to open the door from this side. I'll try to get in through the roof, then take the stairs to the basement and have a go from inside. The secret passage is somewhere around here on the blueprints. Aha! Very good. Maybe this one. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong. That's the same triangle as on the blueprints. The numbers 3, 6, and 2 are written next to it. I can't read anything else. Aha. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong. No. Aha. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong. Nothing. Nothing's happening. Aha. There we go. The digits are written from right to left. In this part of the world, they read from right to left. Ha! I'm in the museum. Well, sort of. The electrical cables don't seem like they were meant to be permanent. Probably, they secretly tapped the museum's electricity. Old technical equipment. Inch said something about an underground that operated here in the museum during the war. That's tar paper, I think. Maybe it's for covering all those holes in the roof. According to the blueprints, the stairs lead from the attic down to the secret basement. Pitch black in here. Here we go. I think it's nothing. The lamp was removed. You can still see the holes that the screws left. The cable was cleanly severed. The lamp was removed. The cable... I don't need artificial light up here, but it'd come in handy in the basement. It doesn't make sense to just take the bulb. I didn't even see a socket in the basement. A big heavy roll of rough tar paper, probably put there decades ago and then forgotten. A big heavy roll could have been a radio installation. Would have been the perfect place for it, so high above the city. Here we go. I think it's nothing. I could connect the cables to each other, but I'd need to strip the insulation from the cables on the wall and the lamp. Okay, plus and minus are exposed. I should be able to remove the insulation with this knife. Okay, I'll twist the wires from the lamp cord together with the wires from the electrical cable. Let there be light! Damn! Something's wrong with the lamp. I think the contact is dirty. I was right. The lower contact is coated with rust. The current can't flow properly, and sooner or later the bulb will burn out. Maybe I can... Yes, I can use it to rub the rust off. That should do it. One more try. There we go. If it wasn't so dusty, I could easily imagine someone had been using it. According to the blueprints, there's supposed to be a secret door here leading into the main hall. Huh, this must be the locking mechanism. Careful now. What are you doing here? What if Inch sees you? No.
I'm sorry. He caught me.
You and your little girlfriend. You thought you could go behind my back?
Inch, no.
You deserve to die, here and now. But then I wouldn't get the eye.
Don't hurt her, please.
We'll see. Get moving.
And now?
Cover to the chair.
No!
Patricia!
No!
Enough! You have one and only one chance of getting out of this alive. Do what I tell you to do. Tie her to the chair.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Look at her. Remember this scene? If you try to screw me, then...
What's the next step? What's the plan?
Everything you need is in the bag. The eye will be delivered at any moment. You abseil from the roof into the treasure chamber.
And the display case's alarm system?
The alarm will go off, but I'll ensure that the only effect will be that the security barricades in the treasure chamber close.
How will you manage that?
Let me worry about that, just like the guards. You'll have several minutes to break into the display case and climb back to the roof.
And once I have the jewel, what next? By the time I get back to the roof, the museum will be surrounded by policemen.
Correct. Escaping from the museum is impossible.
That means I stay inside the museum.
There's a bag in the basement with food and water for you and your girlfriend. I'm sure you'll find a way to pass the time for a couple of days. The police will search the whole city for the eye, but not the museum.
And once the museum's open to visitors again, Patricia and I will walk out through the secret door in the main hall to our freedom.
I'll be watching you every step of the way. You'll deliver the jewel, and then we'll never see each other again.
How am I supposed to break into the display case? It's protected by bulletproof glass.
You'll find everything you need in the bag. A clever fellow like you will know what to do with it.
How did you find out about our plan?
By chance, I must admit. I hadn't anticipated it. I didn't think that you'd build up my trust for months just to betray me.
You have to be patient if you want to steal the eyes of the Sphinx.
A virtue youth normally lacks. It's a pity we have to go our separate ways after this little incident.
I can hardly wait. The plan might work, I must admit.
The plan will work. You'll see to that, or she'll suffer the consequences. Let's go. The clock is ticking. I have to take care of the guards and the alarm system.
It'll all work out in the end.
I know. Take care of yourself.
If you should open this door without the Eye of the Sphinx in your bag, I'll shoot first and then ask what went wrong.
You're not planning on letting us go, are you?
I need a scapegoat. Otherwise, the traitor would already be dead.
He doesn't understand because he doesn't think like you.
You messed with the wrong man, and now you have to suffer the consequences.
Climbing equipment, including a rope, a cloth bag. Huh? A pack of gum? Why did Inch put a pack of gum in a cloth bag? That's all. Climbing equipment and a pack of chewing gum. I'm beginning to feel under-equipped for this burglary. Looks like I'll have to improvise. A crank. Something for opening windows that are too heavy to move with your hands. Your new home. I can see the treasure chamber. There are several people moving around down there. I think the eye is being delivered. This window can be opened. Must be an entrance for the window washers and maintenance crews when they have to work up here in the cupola. There's a mechanism that opens the window when you turn the crank. I see two contacts down there on the frame. There's a piece of metal stuck between them and fixed to the window. If I open the window, the piece of metal will move, breaking the circuit and setting off an alarm, unless the guards have been notified beforehand, which is hardly an option in my case. I have to bypass the circuit. Only one piece left. What's this?
Unless this is the most expensive chewing gum commercial ever, Inch wanted me to find the diamond. I'm sure it's not a reward for all my hard work. Huh. I can't cut any of the windows out of the frame, but this window has a rubber seal on the bottom and the sides. The roof of the museum is now officially drafty. Yes, the aluminum foil might bypass the circuit. Ah, darn tight. I can override the contacts with the strip, but I can't... Oh, damn! I lost the strip! It would never have worked anyway. The gap was too small. I cut away as much of the seal as possible. I can't make the gap any larger with the knife. Somehow I have to get at the contacts of the alarm system and override the circuit. Only then can I open the window safely. There's nothing else in the bag, and I don't need the bag itself. This is the same climbing equipment that I wore for the burglary in London, only the mask is missing. Does Inch want to make sure that the security cameras can see my handsome face? A good rope, and more than long enough to abseil down into the treasure chamber. I'll leave it there until I need it. The diamond isn't bad. Not flawless, but very big. Would it be good for an engagement ring? Without a seal, there's a 1 or 2 centimeter gap below the window. Just enough to slip a couple of fingers through. Without a seal, there's a 1... cut away as much of the... Maybe the tap is meant to depressurize the water tank if it rains too much, or it's just a practical way for the window washers to get some fresh water up here. That tarp is covering something. Bucket, rags, squeegee, tools of the trade for window washers. Probably didn't feel like carrying their equipment up to the roof every time, so they stashed it here. I don't need the squeegee. The bucket? Not really. This rag, on the other hand.
I could wipe away fingerprints with it. Whoa, cold, dripping wet. I'm not putting it in my pocket like that. Okay, I'm in. And now back and forth and away we go. Got it. The wet rag is lying on the contacts. Excellent. No alarm. Okay, I don't see anyone.
Such an attempt would fail here. The display case is bolted to the floor and weighs several hundred kilograms.
What's that? A camera?
The latest model. It's called video surveillance.
I've heard about that. The images are recorded and can be viewed again later.
That's right. Images from all three cameras are recorded in the guard room.
Wow.
As I've said, we've spared no effort and no expense.
I think I've seen enough here, but I'm interested in something else.
The camera covers the whole room, and I don't have a mask. If I go down there now, my... Just have to hope that Inch knocked out the guard in the guard room. If not, he'll be on his way to check the camera soon. Here goes nothing. Now or never. Of course, diamonds cut glass. And even bulletproof glass is softer than a diamond, but the diamond is tiny. I can barely hold it, and I need to do more than just scratch the glass. Every time I don't have the knife with me, I need it. Does this mean that I won't need it, since I have it with me this time? As a visitor, I'd only have eyes for the jewel. As a burglar, though, I'm more interested in the bulletproof glass, about half an inch thick. There's no glass cutter that could do the job. I'll press the diamond into the chewing gum with the tip towards the window. Every time I don't... The chewing gum holds the tip of the diamond right on the bulletproof glass. That's promising. When I'm so close to my goal, never. The camera is no longer a threat. Someone could come back any moment, and then I'll have another problem. I need to hurry. The chewing gum holds the tip of the diamond. The chewing gum holds. The chewing gum holds the tip of the diamond right on the bulletproof glass. That's promising. The chewing gum holds the tip of the diamond right on the bulletproof glass. That's promising. This cordon doesn't apply to burglars. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. No, no! He wants to lock me in. But why? He doesn't have the jewel yet. What is he? Oh, no! Oh, my head hurts.
He's up there, Robert. I know it.
Maybe. Go to the guard room and open the gates.
Tell the director.
Zellner, don't do it. It's too dangerous.
I've got everything under control.
Sorry, Constable. This is the opposite of a clever burglary. Inch must have decided to do it the violent way as soon as he realized he couldn't count on me. I would have died in the explosion and been the scapegoat.
How did you do it? How did you plant the message on the safe in the train? How did you know that Gebhardt killed the Baroness? And the demolition charge below the treasure chamber? How did you manage it all? Even if your arm isn't lame.
Oh, it is, believe me. I needed help, it's true. A messenger boy to replace my arms and legs.
A messenger boy?
Ah, Adil. This could be interesting. He's quite talented, but unreliable. He has a mind of his own plans. Don't you, Adil?
I never wanted blood to be shed, but it's time to make an exception.
He only forgot one thing. I keep things firmly in hand. Always. End of story. No! Stupid little policeman. He shouldn't have messed with the Raven.
You aren't the Raven! The Raven would never have shot a defenseless old man!
No, he wouldn't have. But now he has. At least that's what everyone will think.
Why does that matter? Who are you?
We worked for him, for the Raven. My brother and I. He's responsible for my brother being shot and for my crippled arm. He sacrificed us.
Who? Who is the Raven?
I don't know. I never met him, and in all these years, I've never found him.
You don't know who you worked for?
No one knows who the Raven is. Some say he's dead. The fact is, he never returned to the stage after that fatal night in Paris.
So you want to lure him out of hiding?
And if anything can, it's the burglary of the century executed by another thief while using his name.
He doesn't come.
But I still got my revenge. The gentleman thief, now a bomb-throwing murderer. Oh, I do hope he is still with us, watching helplessly as I ruin his life's work, as he ruined mine. Enough chatter. I'll be going.
But why?
Your little girlfriend escaped, and if I can't eliminate all the witnesses, I can at least destroy their credibility. Why did you just shoot poor Constable Zellner, lad? They'll hang you and your accomplice. Ha ha ha! You've met your match, Raven. You hear me? Wherever you are, I beat you.
Good evening, Mr. Inch. The eyes of the Sphinx, if you would be so kind.
You? That's impossible!
The jewels, now! Inch, don't move a muscle. You're under arrest. A master thief who stole 2 cheap fakes and then fell to his death. A shot that no one could explain. But for the newspapers, it was the real jewels that were the heart of the story. The eyes of the Sphinx, reunited in the Egyptian Museum.
What kind of game is this?
The Raven's game.
At least you caught him. Again.
I saw the surprise and the anger in Inch's eyes. He knew he'd been played.
You don't mean...
At first they wanted us to believe that it was Gebhardt. And now we're supposed to believe that it was Inch. He's still out there.
So then, who is the Raven?
Hello there, handsome devil.
Hey there, pretty lady.
Don't! My father will be here any moment.
Did you tell him about our engagement?
She did. I almost slipped out of character.
Oh, Daddy, we all know that would never happen. You were Anton Jakob Zellner through and through, even with the world crashing down around you.
Didn't go too badly, did it?
Well, Inch nearly blew us up, and I was almost charged with murder.
Ah, yes. Exciting, wasn't it? I haven't had fun like that since I retired.
Dr. Gebhardt nearly killed you.
Nobody could have suspected the doctor. At least we managed to clear things up quickly.
I would have preferred it if things went according to the old plan. We would have swapped the jewel aboard the ship, and Alex wouldn't have been kidnapped by Inch.
And I'd have preferred it if you hadn't given me a nasty bump on my noggin.
And what would your excuse have been for staying on board if I hadn't? Hey, I improvised.
Good point.
I was afraid Inch would realize you were wearing a bulletproof vest.
He was too confident. After he foiled your plan, he thought he had everything under control. He never really took a look at the emerald in the display case. He just assumed that they shipped the real jewel from Switzerland.
And after my little tussle with Inch, we had both jewels.
He blew half the museum to smithereens just to steal a fake.
He was always rude and insolent. I never should have worked with him. His double-dealing cost his brother's life.
And his own as well.
I'd still rather see him in jail than in a morgue.
He shouldn't have messed with the Raven.
To your retirement.
To the future.
Finally. Dear Nico, the Raven
is dead. Yet other criminals live, and they are more brutal and ruthless than he ever was. Who will stop them? It would be tragic if a good policeman failed to do so because he was hunting for a dead man and ruining himself in the process. Let the dead rest in peace. They are not coming back.
R.